Law of Assumption, written and published by Ngasline. Have you ever seen how your biggest fears seem to come true, almost like you made them happen yourself? What if you could use this strong ability of the mind to produce amazing results instead? The law of assumption shows a clear idea. Your assumptions are not just thoughts. They are commands to the universe that grow into your reality. When you learn to assume the best, you're not just being hopeful. You're actually shaping your reality to work for you, turning the amazing into something you expect every day. Understanding the law of assumption. The law of assumption stands as one of the most powerful universal principles governing our reality. At its core, this law states that whatever we assume to be true in our consciousness must inevitably express itself in our external world. Think of your consciousness as a creative force, constantly shaping and molding your experiences based on your deeply held assumptions and beliefs. This principle was prominently taught by Neville Goddard, a philosophical pioneer who dedicated his life to understanding and teaching the relationship between consciousness and reality. He discovered that our entire world is a reflection of our assumptions, not just about ourselves, but about every aspect of life. When you assume something to be true, you begin to think, feel, and act in alignment with that assumption, thereby creating circumstances that match your internal state. The power of consciousness lies in its ability to accept or reject any concept as true. Your consciousness is the only reality that truly matters, as it forms the foundation from which all your experiences spring forth. Every event, circumstance, and relationship in your life results from the assumptions you've consciously or unconsciously accepted as truth. This understanding provides you with tremendous power, as it means you can deliberately choose which assumptions to hold. The scientific basis for the law of assumption finds support in quantum physics, which demonstrates that consciousness affects the behavior of particles at the subatomic level. Psychological studies also reveal how our expectations and beliefs significantly influence our perception and behavior. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy where our assumptions about reality shape our actions, which in turn create results that validate our initial assumptions. Consider how this law operates in daily life. If you assume you're capable and confident, you naturally take actions aligned with that assumption. You speak more assertively, pursue opportunities, and handle challenges with grace. These actions lead to positive outcomes, which reinforce your initial assumption of capability. Conversely, if you assume something will be difficult or impossible, you approach it with hesitation and doubt, creating circumstances that confirm your negative assumption. To work with the law of assumption effectively, you must first recognize that your assumptions are not fixed truths, but chosen beliefs. Every assumption you hold was at some point accepted by you, whether consciously or unconsciously. This means you have the power to choose new assumptions that better serve your desired reality. The key lies in selecting assumptions that align with your desired outcome and maintaining them consistently. Your assumptions create a lens through which you view and interpret all experiences. When you assume success, you notice opportunities others might miss. When you assume abundance, you recognize resources that were always present but previously invisible to you. When you assume love, you naturally behave in more loving ways, drawing similar energy toward you. The practice of the law of assumption requires patience and persistence. New assumptions must be nurtured until they feel natural and automatic. This involves consciously choosing thoughts and mental images that support your desired assumption, even when external circumstances temporarily suggest otherwise. Remember, your external world will gradually reshape itself to match your persistent internal assumptions. Working with this law involves more than positive thinking or wishful hoping. It requires a fundamental shift in your consciousness, where you fully embrace and embody the feeling of your desire being already fulfilled. This deep knowing, this unwavering assumption of the reality you wish to experience, becomes the foundation from which your desired manifestations naturally unfold. The role of self-concept. Your self-concept forms the foundation of your entire reality. It encompasses your deeply held beliefs about who you are, what you deserve, and what's possible for you. When practicing the law of assumption, understanding and consciously shaping your self-concept becomes crucial for manifesting your desired outcomes. Think of your self-concept as the operating system running your life. Just as a computer can only execute programs compatible with its operating system, you can only manifest experiences that align with your core beliefs about yourself. If you believe you're unlucky in love, your experiences will reflect that belief. If you see yourself as naturally wealthy, opportunities for abundance will continuously flow into your life. The fascinating aspect of self-concept is its malleability. While your current identity may feel fixed, it's actually a collection of assumptions you've accumulated throughout your life. These assumptions came from various sources: your upbringing, past experiences, social conditioning, and repeated thoughts. The good news is that just as you acquired these beliefs, you can consciously choose new ones that better serve your desires. Changing your self-concept requires consistent mental work. Start by becoming aware of your current assumptions about yourself. Listen to your inner dialogue. Notice the stories you tell about who you are. Do you often think I'm not good at public speaking, or I always struggle with money? These seemingly innocent self-descriptions are actually powerful instructions to your subconscious mind. To transform your self-concept, begin living from the perspective of your desired identity. If you want to be confident, assume the mental and emotional state of a confident person. How would a confident person think? How would they carry themselves? What decisions would they make? By consistently embodying these qualities in your imagination, you gradually shift your self-concept to match your desired state. Breaking limiting beliefs requires persistence and understanding. When you encounter resistance to your new self-concept, recognize it as the old programming fighting to survive. Instead of engaging with doubts, simply redirect your attention to your chosen assumptions. Remember, what you focus on expands. By maintaining your desired self-concept despite contrary evidence, you allow your new identity to take root and manifest in your physical reality. Your physical environment and relationships will naturally reorganize themselves to match your new self-concept. You might notice people treating you differently, unexpected opportunities arising, or circumstances aligning in surprising ways. These changes confirm that your inner transformation is reflecting outward. Journaling plays a powerful role in solidifying your new self-concept. Write daily from the perspective of your desired identity. Describe your life as if your chosen self-concept is already your reality. Include specific details about how you think, feel, and interact with the world. This practice helps bridge the gap between your current state and desired state. Guard your self-concept carefully. Just as you wouldn't install harmful programs on your computer, be selective about the thoughts and beliefs you accept about yourself. Choose assumptions that empower and uplift you. Create mental boundaries against influences that contradict your chosen identity. Your self-concept is precious. It's the template from which your entire life experience stems. Take time each day to consciously reinforce your desired self-concept through meditation, visualization, or quiet contemplation. See yourself clearly as the person you wish to be. Feel the natural confidence, joy, and peace that comes with fully embodying your chosen identity. As you consistently maintain these elevated thoughts and feelings, your outer world will have no choice but to reflect your inner transformation. The art of living from the end. Living from the end is perhaps the most powerful aspect of the law of assumption. This principle involves fully immersing yourself in the feeling and experience of already having your desire fulfilled rather than focusing on the process of getting there. When you live from the end, you mentally inhabit the reality where your wish has already come true, making it feel natural and inevitable. The key to mastering this art lies in your ability to create vivid mental scenes that capture the essence of your fulfilled desire. These scenes should engage all your senses and evoke genuine emotional responses. For instance, if you're manifesting a new home, imagine yourself walking through the front door, feeling the smooth handle beneath your fingers, inhaling the fresh scent of your favorite flowers in the entryway, and experiencing the joy and contentment of being in your perfect space. Your mental scenes don't need to be lengthy or complicated. A simple, repeatable scene that captures the feeling of wish fulfilled is more effective than an elaborate storyline. The scene should be from a first-person perspective, as if you're actually experiencing it right now, not watching yourself from the outside. Focus on the natural, everyday moments that would follow your manifestation, rather than the initial excitement of achieving it. Creating effective mental scenes requires practice and attention to detail. When visualizing, incorporate specific sensory details that make the experience feel real and present. Feel the texture of objects, hear relevant sounds, smell appropriate scents, and most importantly, allow yourself to experience the emotions that would naturally arise in that situation. These emotional responses anchor your assumptions and make them more powerful. Persistent assumption means maintaining this end state in your consciousness throughout your daily activities. While dedicated visualization sessions are valuable, living from the end extends beyond formal practice. It involves carrying the feeling of your wish fulfilled into your regular life, allowing it to influence your thoughts, actions, and responses to current circumstances. This doesn't mean denying your present reality, but rather maintaining an unwavering inner knowing that your desire is already yours. When you truly live from the end, your current circumstances begin to rearrange themselves to match your assumed reality. This process occurs naturally and often in unexpected ways. You might notice yourself making different decisions, meeting helpful people, or discovering opportunities that align with your desired outcome. These changes happen because your consciousness is now operating from the perspective of already having what you want. The art of living from the end also involves maintaining emotional consistency with your desired state. If you've manifested financial abundance, you would naturally feel secure and confident about money matters. If you've manifested a loving relationship, you would feel loved and cherished. These feelings should be cultivated and maintained regardless of external circumstances. Regular practice strengthens your ability to live from the end. Start with short periods where you fully immerse yourself in your desired reality. Gradually extend these periods until this new state becomes your default way of being. Remember that your current reality was created by past assumptions, and your future reality is being shaped by your present ones. By consistently living from the end, you're programming your subconscious mind to accept your desired reality as the only possible outcome. The power of living from the end lies in its ability to bypass resistance and doubt. When you fully embrace the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you naturally act in ways that support its manifestation. Your words, choices, and actions align with your assumed reality, creating a bridge between your current circumstances and your desired outcome. This alignment accelerates the manifestation process and makes it feel more natural and effortless. States of consciousness. Our consciousness is like a vast ocean with different depths and currents, each representing various states of being. These states of consciousness form the foundation of our experienced reality and directly influence how we manifest our desires. Every thought, feeling, and assumption creates a distinct state that we occupy, and understanding how to navigate these states is crucial for mastering the law of assumption. The state you currently occupy determines the experiences and circumstances that unfold in your life. When you're in a state of abundance, you naturally attract abundance-related experiences. Similarly, when you dwell in a state of lack, your reality reflects that perception. The good news is that these states are not fixed. They are fluid and can be changed at will through conscious direction of your attention and assumption. To change your state, you must first become aware of your current state of consciousness. This awareness comes through self-observation without judgment. Notice your predominant thoughts, emotions, and reactions throughout the day. Are you primarily operating from a state of fear, worry, and doubt, or are you maintaining a state of confidence, joy, and expectancy? Your honest assessment provides the starting point for transformation. Moving into your desired state requires a deliberate shift in your mental and emotional stance. Begin by identifying the state you wish to embody. If you desire financial abundance, imagine how you would think, feel, and behave if you were already financially secure. What would your thoughts be like? How would you carry yourself? What decisions would you make? This mental rehearsal helps bridge the gap between your current and desired state. Maintaining your desired state is an art that requires practice and persistence. Throughout your day, catch yourself when you slip into unwanted states and gently guide your consciousness back to your chosen state. This isn't about forcing positive thoughts or denying reality. It's about choosing which aspect of infinite possibilities you wish to experience and staying faithful to that choice. One powerful way to stabilize your desired state is through immersion. Surround yourself with elements that reinforce your chosen state. If you're assuming the state of being happily married, create an environment that reflects this reality. Sleep on one side of the bed, set 2 places at the dinner table, or speak as though your partner is already present. These physical acts help anchor your consciousness in the desired state. Avoiding negative states doesn't mean suppressing them. It means redirecting your attention when you notice yourself drifting into unwanted patterns. When you catch yourself in a state of worry or fear, acknowledge it without resistance, then consciously choose to shift your attention to evidence that supports your desired state. Remember, what you resist persists, but what you accept and redirect dissolves naturally. The mastery of states comes through understanding that they are all equally valid expressions of consciousness, but not all are equally beneficial for your desired manifestations. Just as an actor can embody different characters, you can move between states at will. The key is to treat your desired state as your home base, the natural place from which you operate. Practice moving between states deliberately throughout your day. Notice how different states feel in your body, how they affect your posture, breathing, and energy levels. This heightened awareness allows you to catch subtle shifts early and maintain greater control over your state of consciousness. Your power lies in your ability to choose and maintain the state that aligns with your desires, regardless of external circumstances. Remember that every state contains its own wisdom and purpose. Even seemingly negative states can serve as contrasts that clarify what you truly want to experience. Use this understanding to move through states with grace, always knowing that you have the power to choose where you place your consciousness and, consequently, what you manifest in your physical reality. Techniques and methods. The law of assumption becomes most powerful when practiced through specific techniques that help embed new beliefs into your consciousness. One of the most effective methods is SATS, state akin to sleep, a practice developed and taught by Neville Goddard. This technique involves entering a deeply relaxed state just before sleep, where your conscious mind becomes receptive to new suggestions. During SATS, you visualize and feel yourself experiencing your desire as if it's already happened. The key is to loop a short scene that implies your wish fulfilled until you drift off to sleep. Affirmations serve as another powerful tool in assumption work, but they differ from traditional positive thinking. Instead of saying what you want to happen, you speak from the perspective of it already being true. For example, rather than saying I want to be successful, you would say I am successful or success comes naturally to me. The power lies not in the words themselves, but in the feeling and conviction behind them. When using affirmations, speak them with complete naturalness, as if stating obvious facts about your reality. The mental diet technique requires conscious monitoring and adjustment of your thoughts throughout the day. Think of it as nutrition for your mind. You carefully choose which thoughts to entertain and which to release. This practice involves immediately replacing any thought that contradicts your desired assumption with one that supports it. For instance, if you're assuming financial abundance and notice yourself worrying about money, you immediately redirect your attention to thoughts of wealth and security. Revision stands as one of the most transformative techniques in assumption work. This method involves mentally rewriting past events to align with your desired reality. If you had a challenging interaction with someone, you would close your eyes and replay the scene in your mind exactly as you wish it had happened. The power of revision lies in its ability to alter your memory's emotional impact and, consequently, your assumptions about similar future situations. These techniques work most effectively when combined and practiced consistently. You might start your day with affirmations, maintain your mental diet throughout your waking hours, practice revision for any unwanted experiences in the evening, and end your day with sats. The key is to find the combination that feels most natural and effective for you. When practicing these methods, your emotional state matters more than perfect execution. Focus on generating and maintaining the feeling of your wish fulfilled rather than getting caught up in technical details. Allow yourself to experiment with different approaches until you find what resonates best with you. Some people connect more deeply with sats, while others find their power in affirmations or revision. Remember that these techniques serve as tools to shift your consciousness into the state of having your desire fulfilled. They are not magical rituals, but rather practical methods to reprogram your subconscious mind. As you practice, you'll notice your natural assumptions beginning to align with your desired reality. Your thoughts and reactions will automatically reflect your new state of consciousness, making the techniques feel less like work and more like your natural way of being. The most important aspect of all these methods is persistence. Results may appear quickly or gradually, but consistent practice always yields transformation. Work with these techniques until they become second nature, and you'll find yourself naturally living from the state of your wishes fulfilled. Common obstacles and how to overcome them. The path of conscious manifestation through the law of assumption inevitably comes with challenges and obstacles. Understanding these common hurdles and knowing how to navigate them effectively makes the journey smoother and more rewarding. One of the most prevalent obstacles practitioners face is doubt. When we begin to assume a new reality, our logical mind often intervenes with questions and uncertainties. This is natural, as we've spent years operating under different beliefs and assumptions. The key to overcoming doubt lies in recognizing it as simply another state of consciousness that we can choose to step out of. Dealing with current circumstances that seem to contradict our desired reality presents another significant challenge. When we see physical evidence that appears to negate what we're assuming, it can feel discouraging. However, remember that physical reality is merely a shadow of past assumptions and thoughts. Instead of giving power to these circumstances, treat them as old stories that are in the process of changing. Continue living from your desired end, knowing that the physical world must conform to your new assumptions. Setbacks and delays often test our resolve in maintaining our chosen assumptions. During these moments, it's crucial to understand that manifestation often unfolds through a bridge of incidents, and what appears as a setback might actually be part of the perfect unfolding of your desire. Rather than interpreting delays as failures, view them as the rearrangement of circumstances necessary for your manifestation to occur in the most harmonious way. Persistence becomes particularly challenging when we don't see immediate results. The human mind tends to seek instant gratification, and when our desires don't manifest quickly, we might feel tempted to abandon our assumptions. Combat this by developing a strong mental diet, consciously choosing thoughts and assumptions that align with your desired reality, regardless of timeframes or external circumstances. External influences and other people's opinions can also create obstacles in our manifestation journey. Well-meaning friends or family members might express doubt or negativity about our goals and desires. Remember that everyone in your reality reflects your consciousness, and their reactions are based on your assumptions about them. Instead of engaging with or trying to convince others, maintain your focus on your inner conversations and assumptions. Perhaps the most subtle yet powerful obstacle is the tendency to constantly check or test whether our manifestation is working. This checking behavior stems from doubt and can actually push our desires further away by reinforcing the assumption that we don't have what we want. Instead, cultivate a relaxed knowing that your desire is already yours, just as you don't constantly check whether gravity is working. Emotional management plays a crucial role in overcoming these obstacles. Strong negative emotions like frustration, anger, or despair can temporarily override our chosen assumptions if we let them. Develop the skill of emotional awareness and choose to pivot to better feeling thoughts and assumptions when challenging emotions arise. Remember that emotions are feedback mechanisms showing us what we're currently assuming and believing. The most effective approach to handling any obstacle is to maintain the state of the wish fulfilled, regardless of external circumstances or internal challenges. This doesn't mean denying or suppressing negative thoughts or emotions, but rather acknowledging them briefly before consciously choosing to return to your desired state. Think of it as changing channels on a television. You always have the power to switch to a different station, a different state of consciousness that aligns with your desires. Through consistent practice and gentle persistence, these obstacles become less daunting and more manageable. Each challenge overcome strengthens your manifesting abilities and deepens your understanding of the law of assumption. Trust in the process, maintain your chosen assumptions, and know that every obstacle is an opportunity to reinforce your new beliefs and move closer to your desired reality. Applications in relationships. The law of assumption offers powerful insights into transforming our relationships, whether we seek to attract a specific person, improve existing connections, or cultivate self-love. When applying these principles to relationships, we must first recognize that our external experiences mirror our internal assumptions about ourselves and others. To attract a specific person, begin by assuming they are already in your life exactly as you desire. This doesn't mean simply wishing or hoping. It requires embodying the feeling of already being in that relationship. Create vivid mental scenes of sharing everyday moments, feeling the joy and naturalness of being together. These scenes should feel real and evoke genuine emotion, as though you're remembering rather than imagining. Self-love forms the foundation of all successful relationships. Your relationship with yourself sets the standard for how others treat you. Spend time nurturing positive assumptions about your worthiness of love, respect, and admiration. When you truly believe you are worthy of love, this becomes your dominant reality, and others naturally reflect this back to you. For existing relationships, focus on assuming the best in your partner or friends. If you constantly assume your partner is distant, unloving, or unfaithful, these assumptions will manifest in their behavior. Instead, assume they are loving, attentive, and devoted. Even if current circumstances seem to contradict these assumptions, persist in maintaining your desired state. Remember, your assumptions create reality, not the other way around. Third, party situations often trigger anxiety and doubt in relationships. Whether dealing with an ex-partner, a rival, or family interference, remember that everyone in your reality is a reflection of your assumptions. Instead of viewing them as obstacles, assume they support your desired outcome. This shift in perspective often leads to surprising and favorable changes in their behavior. Communication in relationships naturally improves when you assume understanding and harmony. Rather than preparing for conflict or misunderstanding, assume every interaction flows smoothly. This doesn't mean avoiding important discussions. Rather, it means approaching them from a state of assumed resolution and mutual understanding. Physical intimacy also responds to our assumptions. If you assume deep connection and satisfaction in your intimate life, these experiences naturally manifest. Release any past negative experiences or insecurities by assuming they are no longer relevant to your current reality. When working with the law of assumption in relationships, consistency is crucial. Your old story might try to resurface through doubts, fears, or past evidence. Acknowledge these thoughts without engaging them, and gently return to your desired assumption. Think of it as training a muscle. Each time you choose your new assumption over an old pattern, you strengthen your manifesting power. Remember that true love begins with self-concept. If you assume you are difficult to love, relationships will feel challenging. If you assume you are easily and naturally loved, relationships flow effortlessly. Start with how you speak to yourself, how you treat yourself, and what you believe about your lovability. These core assumptions ripple out to affect all your relationships. Trust plays a vital role in relationship manifestation. Trust that your assumptions are creating your reality, even when physical evidence hasn't caught up yet. Trust that the perfect timing is orchestrating your desired outcome. Most importantly, trust in your own power to create the relationships you desire through your consistent assumptions. Applications in career and finance. The law of assumption holds tremendous power when applied to your career and financial aspirations. Your professional success and financial abundance are direct reflections of your inner assumptions about yourself and your capabilities. When you assume the identity of someone who is successful, wealthy, and professionally accomplished, your external reality naturally aligns with this internal state. Start by examining your current assumptions about money and career. Many people carry inherited beliefs that money is hard to earn, success requires struggle, or that they're not qualified enough for their dream position. These assumptions create the very experiences they fear. Instead, consciously choose to assume that success comes easily to you, that you're highly valued in your profession, and that money flows to you abundantly. Imagine yourself already occupying your desired position or having achieved your financial goals. Feel the satisfaction of sitting in that corner office, receiving recognition for your contributions, or seeing your desired income in your bank account. Make this visualization as detailed as possible. Experience the confidence in your walk, the respect from your colleagues, and the ease with which you handle your professional responsibilities. Your current job title or bank balance doesn't define your potential. Your assumptions do. If you're seeking a promotion, assume the responsibility and capability of that position now. Carry yourself with the authority and confidence of someone in that role. When you truly believe in your capabilities, others naturally recognize and respond to that energy. Creating financial abundance follows the same principle. Instead of focusing on current limitations, assume the mindset of someone who attracts wealth effortlessly. Experience the peace of mind that comes with financial security. Feel the joy of being able to make purchases without checking your balance, of generously helping others, and of watching your investments grow. Professional relationships improve naturally when you assume positive interactions. See yourself as someone who collaborates effectively, communicates clearly, and brings value to every project. This assumption creates a magnetic presence that draws opportunities and supportive colleagues to you. Business owners can transform their enterprises by assuming success is inevitable. Rather than worrying about competition or market conditions, focus on the assumption that your products or services are in high demand. Feel the satisfaction of a growing customer base and increasing revenues. Your confidence and certainty will reflect in your business decisions and customer interactions. Career transitions become smooth when you assume your desired outcome. Whether you're starting a new business, changing industries, or seeking advancement, maintain the assumption that all necessary doors open for you. Feel the excitement of working in your chosen field, doing what you love, and being well compensated for your contributions. Remember that your financial worth isn't determined by external factors, but by your internal assumptions. Practice feeling wealthy now, regardless of current circumstances. Express gratitude for your abundance. Treat your money with respect, and maintain the assumption that your wealth consistently grows through multiple channels. Let go of any guilt or unworthiness around money and success. You deserve abundance, and the universe has unlimited resources to fulfill everyone's desires. Make decisions from your assumed successful state, whether it's investing in yourself, taking calculated risks, or pursuing new opportunities. When you truly assume the identity of a successful, financially abundant person, your external reality has no choice but to conform to this internal knowing. Health and well-being. The law of assumption offers powerful tools for transforming our health and well-being, working from the inside out to create lasting positive changes in our physical and mental states. When we understand that our body responds to our assumptions and beliefs, we open the door to remarkable healing and vitality. Our physical health is intimately connected to our mental states and beliefs. The medical community increasingly recognizes the mind. Body connection, with numerous studies demonstrating how our thoughts and beliefs influence our physical well-being. Through the law of assumption, we can harness this connection by cultivating assumptions of perfect health, vitality, and wellness. To apply these principles to physical healing, begin by creating a clear mental image of yourself in perfect health. Feel the sensation of boundless energy, strength, and vitality coursing through your body. Experience the joy of moving freely, breathing deeply, and living without any physical limitations. This mental state should be maintained consistently, especially before sleep when your subconscious mind is most receptive. Mental health also responds powerfully to assumed states. By consciously choosing to occupy states of peace, clarity, and emotional balance, we can transform our psychological well-being. Imagine yourself navigating life's challenges with ease, maintaining inner calm regardless of external circumstances. Feel the natural confidence and security that comes from knowing you are mentally and emotionally stable. Energy levels are directly influenced by our assumptions about our vitality. Rather than accepting fatigue or low energy as your natural state, assume the identity of someone who is naturally energetic and vibrant. Experience the feeling of waking up refreshed, maintaining high energy throughout the day, and having more than enough stamina for all your activities. Physical exercise becomes more effective when combined with positive assumptions. While engaging in any physical activity, maintain the consciousness of being naturally fit, strong, and athletic. Your body will gradually align with this assumed state, making exercise feel more natural and enjoyable. This creates a positive feedback loop, where physical activity reinforces your assumed state of health and vitality. Nutrition also plays a crucial role in our well-being, and our relationship with food can be transformed through conscious assumption. Develop the mindset of someone who naturally craves healthy foods and easily maintains their ideal weight. Feel the satisfaction of making nourishing food choices effortlessly, without struggle or deprivation. Sleep quality improves dramatically when we assume restful, rejuvenating nights. Before bed, enter the state of someone who naturally falls asleep easily and wakes up refreshed. Feel the peace and security of knowing that your body knows exactly how to restore and repair itself during sleep. Preventive health care takes on new meaning when approached through the law of assumption. Instead of living in fear of illness or decline, assume perpetual wellness and resilience. Feel the confidence of knowing your body maintains perfect balance and harmony naturally. This proactive approach strengthens your immune system and overall health. Recovery from existing health conditions can be supported by assuming the state of complete wellness. While continuing any necessary medical treatment, maintain the consciousness of being fully healed. Experience the relief and joy of perfect health, allowing your body's natural healing mechanisms to work optimally. The law of assumption reminds us that our health and well-being are not fixed states, but responsive to our conscious choices and beliefs. By maintaining positive assumptions about our health, we create the internal conditions for optimal physical and mental wellness. This approach complements traditional healthcare while empowering us to take an active role in our healing and maintenance of vibrant health. Manifesting your dream life. The journey of manifesting your dream life begins with a clear and vivid picture of what that life looks like for you. When you tap into the power of the law of assumption, you recognize that your ideal lifestyle already exists in potential form, waiting to be claimed through your conscious assumption of its reality. This process requires more than mere wishful thinking. It demands a complete shift in your perception of what's possible and a willingness to live as though your desires have already materialized. Creating your ideal lifestyle starts with understanding that every aspect of your current reality was first conceived in imagination. Your home, career, relationships, and daily experiences all stem from past assumptions and beliefs. To manifest your dream life, you must first give yourself permission to dream bigger while maintaining the certainty that these dreams are natural and attainable for you. Consider every detail of your desired lifestyle, from the moment you wake up to the time you go to bed. What does your perfect day look like? How do you spend your time? Who surrounds you? What activities bring you joy? Material manifestations play a significant role in creating your dream life, but they should be viewed as natural expressions of your expanded consciousness rather than end goals. Whether you desire a beautiful home, luxury cars, or designer belongings, assume these items are already part of your reality. Feel the texture of your dream car's leather seats, walk through the rooms of your ideal home, and experience the sensation of wearing those designer clothes. The key is to make these experiences so real in your imagination that they feel more authentic than your current circumstances. Travel and experiences form another crucial aspect of your dream life. Rather than viewing exotic destinations and adventures as distant possibilities, assume the role of someone who regularly enjoys these experiences. Feel the excitement of booking spontaneous trips. Imagine the sensation of exploring new cultures, and embrace the freedom of a lifestyle that allows for unlimited exploration. Your imagination is the only limit to where you can go and what you can experience. Personal achievements in your dream life should align with your deepest values and aspirations. Whether it's writing a book, starting a successful business, mastering a skill, or making a significant impact in your community, assume these achievements are already part of your story. Live from the perspective of someone who has already accomplished these goals. How does it feel to have reached these milestones? What new opportunities have opened up as a result? What's the next exciting challenge on your horizon? As you work with the law of assumption to manifest your dream life, remember that consistency is key. Your new assumptions must become your dominant thoughts, replacing old patterns of thinking that no longer serve your elevated vision. When you encounter moments of doubt or seemingly contradictory circumstances, gently return to your assumed state of living your ideal life. Choose to interpret all events as stepping stones toward your desired reality rather than obstacles. The art of manifesting your dream life through the law of assumption requires a delicate balance between taking inspired action and maintaining unwavering faith in your desired outcome. While living from the end state of your desires, remain open to the bridge of incidents that will lead you to their physical manifestation. Trust that the universe will orchestrate the perfect sequence of events to bring your assumptions into tangible form. Your role is to maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled while following any intuitive nudges that arise from your elevated state of consciousness. Advanced concepts. The law of assumption extends far beyond basic manifestation principles into fascinating advanced concepts that reveal the deeper nature of reality. One of these profound concepts is the bridge of incidents, which represents the natural unfolding of events that lead to your desired manifestation. Rather than concerning yourself with how your desire will manifest, trust that the bridge of incidents will naturally form to bring your assumption into physical reality. This bridge often appears as a series of seemingly random but perfectly orchestrated events that create the path to your manifestation. Another powerful concept is everyone is you pushed out, which suggests that your interactions with others are direct reflections of your assumptions and beliefs about them and yourself. The people in your life mirror back to you your own consciousness and expectations. When you change your assumptions about someone, their behavior towards you naturally shifts to match your new assumption. This understanding gives you tremendous power in transforming your relationships and interactions with others. The concept of parallel realities offers a fascinating perspective on manifestation. Every possible version of reality exists simultaneously, and through your assumptions and consciousness, you select which reality you experience. When you change your assumption, you're essentially shifting your consciousness to align with a reality where your desire already exists. This explains why manifestation often feels more like selection than creation. You're simply choosing to experience a reality that already contains your desire. Time and space take on new meaning in advanced manifestation work. While we experience time linearly in our physical reality, consciousness operates outside these constraints. This is why techniques like revision work, you can actually transform your present by assuming a different past. Similarly, you can collapse time in manifestation by assuming your desire is already fulfilled, regardless of when it appears to manifest in physical reality. These advanced concepts reveal the malleable nature of what we consider reality. Your consciousness is the only operant power, and through it, you can transcend conventional limitations of time, space, and circumstance. Understanding these principles allows you to manifest with greater ease and confidence, knowing that reality is far more flexible than it appears. The bridge of incidents teaches patience and trust in the unfolding of events. Rather than trying to force or manipulate circumstances, allow your assumption to naturally create the perfect path to your desire. Remember that your role is simply to maintain the assumption of the wish fulfilled while the bridge of incidents constructs itself. Working with these advanced concepts requires a shift in perspective from seeing reality as fixed and external to understanding it as fluid and responsive to consciousness. Practice viewing your experiences through this lens, recognizing that everything in your reality is a reflection of your assumptions and beliefs. When you fully grasp these concepts, manifestation becomes less about making things happen and more about selecting the reality you prefer to experience. These principles might seem abstract at first, but their practical application can transform your manifestation practice. Start by observing how your assumptions about others affect their behavior toward you. Notice how bridges of incidents naturally form when you maintain an assumption. Pay attention to how your experience of time and space shifts as you work with these concepts. Through consistent practice and observation, these advanced principles become natural tools in your manifestation toolkit. Living the assumed life. Living the law of assumption isn't just about manifesting specific desires. It's about embracing a completely new way of life. When you truly understand and embody these principles, they become as natural as breathing. Your daily routine transforms into a conscious practice of maintaining your desired state and assumptions. Start each morning by consciously choosing your state for the day. Before your feet touch the floor, take a moment to feel deeply into the person you want to be. Experience the joy, confidence, and peace of already having everything you desire. This morning, practice sets the tone for your entire day and creates a foundation for living from your desired reality. Throughout your day, remain aware of your thoughts and assumptions. When you catch yourself slipping into old patterns or negative assumptions, gently redirect your attention to your desired state. This isn't about forcing positive thinking. It's about naturally embodying the consciousness of your wish fulfilled. Think and act from the perspective of already being the person who has what you desire. Successful practitioners of the law of assumption have developed various daily rituals that help them maintain their desired state. Some spend a few minutes during lunch breaks imagining scenes that imply their desires are fulfilled. Others use simple triggers throughout their day, like walking through doorways or checking their phone as reminders to align with their assumptions. These small moments of consciousness help bridge the gap between their current reality and desired manifestations. The power of living the assumed life lies in consistency and persistence. Many people have manifested remarkable changes in their lives through unwavering faith in their assumptions. Consider Sarah, who assumed the role of a successful entrepreneur months before her business took off. She maintained her assumption despite initial challenges, and within a year, her company exceeded all expectations. Or Michael, who assumed perfect health while dealing with chronic issues. His consistent assumption led to unprecedented improvements that surprised his doctors. Make it a practice to revise your day before sleep. Instead of dwelling on challenges or disappointments, reimagine events as you would have preferred them to unfold. This nighttime revision practice helps clean your mental slate and reinforces your desired assumptions. It's also an excellent time to enter the state akin to sleep, SATS, and impress your subconscious mind with scenes of your fulfilled desires. Remember that living the assumed life isn't about perfection. It's about progress and persistence. There will be days when old patterns emerge or doubts surface. These moments aren't failures. They're opportunities to strengthen your practice. Each time you choose to return to your desired state, you're building stronger neural pathways and deeper conviction in your assumptions. Include regular periods of silence and contemplation in your daily routine. This quiet time allows you to connect deeply with your consciousness and reinforce your assumptions without external interference. Many practitioners find that these moments of stillness become their most powerful manifestation tools. Build a supportive environment that reflects your assumptions. Surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. Create spaces that resonate with your desired reality. Let your external world become a mirror of your internal assumptions. This alignment between inner and outer reality accelerates your manifestations and makes maintaining your desired state more natural. As you continue living the assumed life, you'll discover that manifestation becomes effortless. Your assumptions naturally align with your desires, and your reality consistently reflects your consciousness. The law of assumption transforms from a manifestation technique into a way of being, creating a life where your best assumptions naturally unfold into your daily experience.